Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 9 of the Gambit Spotting Podcast. Today's episode is the Holiday Special. I am Meg, aka Punker Ducky, today's host. Along with me is my 3 co-hosts and a special guest.
Hi, I'm Vonnie, aka Marvel Millennial.
Hello, I'm Riley, Cajun Hawk, Cajun_Hawk, or on Instagram, Cajun Casual Art.
I'm Liv, and I'm calling the spirits on Instagram.
And joining us this week for some added holiday chaos is voice actor AJ LoCascio, who you may recognize from X-Men 97 and the new Marvel Rivals. You just dropped a couple weeks ago here, and he's also in Marvel Mystic Mayhem. Is there anything else I'm missing that you're official Gambit voice of?
Those are the 3 Gambits, I think.
That you can say.
yeah, just those 3.
Okay.
I always get nervous when people introduce my credits as if they're going to mention something that I can't talk about, or I'm like, wait, is there? But that stuff's usually pretty well guarded, so we're okay.
It's like, it's all out now, so it's safe. We can say stuff about Marvel Rivals.
But I always get a stomachache from,
How long did you sit on that, by the way, the Marvel Rivals thing?
2 weeks.
That's it?
Yeah, no,
Wow.
legitimately, people were like, oh, he's been keeping this a secret from us. And I was like, I think when I was at New York Comic-Con, I maybe knew it was on the way, but I don't think I had recorded it yet. So it was 2 or 3 weeks before it came out is how long before I did it. So it was just like a really quick, and they were, because I guess it was supposed to come out many months away. It was supposed to come out in like February or something. And they were like, we need this now. And then, so I just got a call after I did audition, and it was just like, yeah, we need you to come in like right now. And I was like, whoa, okay. So yeah, it was a really, really fast turnaround, which is highly unusual. It's usually like 3 years. So yeah, that was a surprise. But when people were like, he's been lying this whole time, I was like, I genuinely didn't know. And I was clawing to get my way into it and hoping to voice him for Rivals. So it was a long journey. It was not easy. And also just the stress of being like, all right, I auditioned like everyone else. I stood in line like everyone else. I'm hoping that, yeah. So, but no, it was not, I did not keep that for very long at all.
Well, we're glad that you're there. Obviously, we were all rooting for that too, so yay!
Yay.
Worked out for us. So we're going to start today with some holiday icebreakers to get to know each other a little bit better. So starting with our celebrity guest here, AJ, what are some of your favorite holiday traditions?
Celebrity guest, fancy. Favorite holiday traditions. I'm really bad with Christmas traditions. I just don't. My family used to always make us do a bunch of stuff that I would protest. But the only thing I really like is my mom makes Linzer torts, the sort of like plain sugar cookie with the raspberry jam in the middle. That's all I care about. Is I'm like, I just want my Linzer torts. And then in the morning, a Christmas morning when we open gifts, I play the Alvin and the Chipmunks album, and that's kind of, but I think that's the only like real tradition I still cling to. I don't know, that's kind of boring. I don't have anything fancy. I wish I did, but yeah.
Vonnie, how about you? What do you guys got over there?
Well, I think there's not many two traditions of that, but I know we've got a big thing over here that I don't think's over there is the Christmas crackers at the dinner table.
Yeah.
Where you get the little paper hat and the little gift inside. And some of them times it's usually a pack of cards as well, which is on brand.
That is on
but
brand.
We have the Christmas crackers. I don't quite know the history of them or that, but it's quite a big thing over here, so yeah.
Like a big pack, like a regular size pack of cards, or a tiny one?
It's usually sort of a miniature one,
yeah.
They're like a loo roll size, yeah.
Yeah, right.
You would know the one cracker with a full deck of cards in it.
Right.
Like what a snake swallows, like
Yeah, you do tend to feel them to see which has got the better toy in, though, because the weight kind of gives it away.
Okay.
So yeah,
I've never gotten
Switch
one that
them
wasn't
round.
a totally shit toy, and it's like it's a plastic nose, and you're
like Cracker Jack.
Yeah, that's what's brilliant about them.
Yeah.
Cracker Jack stopped doing toys. It's just like a sticker now. I'm like, what is this bullshit?
Yeah, or
give
sticker like a tattoo.
Yeah, or a little
Okay,
comic.
cool.
Up your game.
Thanks for that. Yeah, exactly.
All right, Riley, what do you got over there?
We do sugar cookie decorating contests.
Oh.
And I have made a Gambit and Rogue in the past.
As you should.
I didn't win, but that's okay. Yeah,
That's
it's okay.
I demand a recount.
Yeah, rigged.
I'm not bitter or anything.
Liv, how about you? What's your favorite holiday tradition?
I think mine is also in the baking variety. My family is very German, and we show our love through baked goods. So there's usually 7 different types of cookies that go down. around Christmas. There's might be some diabetes in the family too, but
Just a touch.
so yeah, like my mom makes these sugar cookies that it's a buttercream, like iced with buttercream, which is super weird. So they have to live in the fridge or the freezer.
Wow.
And they have to be the same color. It's a color coordinated thing. The tism definitely does not run in my family.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Not at all. So
Mine either.
yeah. So she actually, like, for all of me and my two sisters, we actually have the same exact cookie cutters that like she used when we were growing up. So we can all have our kind of same set. So that's always like a tradition every year.
I've got a weird cookie,
that's
not to hold us up, but like cookie decorating question is in the 90s, my mom bought these sprinkles that were silver balls that we assumed we assumed they were edible, like most people. And we used them on cookies every year, and we'd, year after year. And then eventually, because we'd always try to bite them and nothing would happen, we were just like, ow. And then so we'd swallow them.
Are they plastic?
No, when I turned like 13, I was like, hold on, we use these things every year for like the last like 13 years. I need to read the bottle. And it said, for decoration only, do not consume. And it turned out they were pure metal. And so,
Oh my gosh.
and I looked it up recently, and
Wow.
apparently, like, that's a thing. I forget what they called them, but they had some weird name. They were these metal balls that you would use to decorate cookies, which apparently, I guess they assumed you wouldn't then ingest them. But so for years, we'd been swallowing these pellets like we're on the Oregon Trail.
God.
Yeah. But nobody else had these? I had a weird
Wow.
Yeah,
upbringing.
see, we have them, but they're edible. They're like hard little icing things that are covered in silver. It's like
I've
icing
seen
little.
those.
Yeah.
My family
Have you
bought
ever
the
been
little
X-rays
BBs.
BBs.
Break your
asking,
teeth.
Does it look
Yeah.
Where was your
Just
family
little-
shopping?
I shop right in Jersey. I don't know.
They
I
were
feel
not
like a
shopping
crazy
right. I'll tell you
person.
that much.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I wish I had taken. I mean, I
Goodness.
guess at the time I would have had to take a physical photo of it to be like, this is real. I'm insane. But we were never able to crack one or break one in any way. And it was like, oh, they're real metal. We've been putting on our
Wow.
cookies. Anyway, yeah, that's some
Was
real
it like in
weird
some weird
boomer
language,
stuff.
and then you're like, "Oh, what's this word mean?" And they're like, "Oh, it means lead poisoning." Is that?
Yeah,
like-
basically. Yeah. So there's. It's when I jump, I jingle. This is a constant. Anyway, sorry, Meg. You
That's your-
you have
your
a
jingle
tradition as
bells.
well. Yeah, exactly.
No, my tradition, we used to just go over to my grandparents' house and cook a turkey and hang out
That's the
there while
wrong
my
holiday.
grandpa.
Yeah,
I
you
know,
do a
but
turkey
that's
for
what we
what?
would do. My grandpa would watch some kind of sport. We would all hang around, and then we would make like the traditional Christmas stuffing, but we do like an olive style where we use like, this is the family secret here. I'm gonna out it. Use olive juice in a can of like sautéed olives for the liquid in the stuffing instead of like chicken broth, and it actually turns out very amazing. So if you've never done that before, like olive stuffing is what I live for. Like every holiday, I'm like, we have to have, if nothing else, that. And then we do a Christmas decorating contest, but that's something I started kind of as an adult, and we just tried to basically, me and my friends outdo each other with just really inappropriate Christmas cookies, and then we have like a contest, and we usually put it on like Facebook and have like family embarrassed and judge. It makes it 10 times funnier.
Amazing.
One year there was a
Sounds
ball
hard.
gag involved. We had to explain it to
Oh,
people.
my.
That was
Made
not
of
my
cookie?
cookie, by the way. It was a cookie, but the cookie was like a distressed gingerbread man with a little, yeah. Everyone's
this
like,
gumbo?
"What's the ball in his mouth?"
This is gumbo.
Sorry, Meg. You're being overpowered by gumbo.
It happens.
Gumbo is so beautiful.
Yeah.
She always is.
Oh my
He's a good
goodness.
boy. Most of the time.
He is.
Sometimes he's a menace, but
No, he's
Yeah,
perfect.
sometimes we're just talking, and then the cat comes out of nowhere and just attacks her. So
My
yeah,
goodness.
that happens every now and then.
at
He
least
also
he's
he's,
likes
a
to show his
baby.
butt
Chill.
to the camera, so I'm gonna censor that.
Yeah. he's got an OnlyFans to pay for his vet bills. He just
Only
flashes his
pause.
little cat taint. See, that's what it is. He's the Gambit
Look
cat.
at
He has
his
to flash his
face.
taint.
Oh.
That's what has to happen.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right,
no.
so moving on. What's your least favorite holiday tradition, AJ?
Someone asking me to come back to New Jersey, like, are you coming back? Are you gonna come back? And I'm like, no, I don't like being there for the holidays. It's freezing, and I have no place to stay. I don't know if that's a tradition, but it happens every year where people are like, you coming back for the holidays? I'm like, no, it's warm in California, and everyone leaves out in LA, so everyone goes to other states, so it's empty. So it's the nicest time to be here. I don't know if that's a tradition, but that's something that happens every year.
I think that counts
So
as a
least-
tradition.
Least favorite tradition?
One.
Home. You know,
Yeah,
that's fair.
go on
Yes.
home. Yeah.
Yeah.
The guilt, the Christmas guilt. Yeah.
Oh,
Bonnie,
no.
what's your least favorite?
don't think I have one. I think my least favourite is everyone putting up the Christmas tree at the beginning of December, because I'm pretty much a mid-November gal. I like the lead up, and then I'm done and dusted after Boxing Day. So yeah, that's me, down and dusted then.
Wow.
So, yeah.
You're on top of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
New year, all clean
I
and
put mine
everything.
up like
So yeah.
4 days ago. So, Riley, what's your least favorite holiday tradition?
I honestly don't know. Nothing really is like, I don't know.
Don't
I'm
take
pretty
this personally,
simple.
but I'm
pretty
shocked that
simple.
you, of all people, don't have a least favorite. Like, you seem like you would.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Chasing of the Riley that your family does every year, where they chase you around with large sticks. Something you're too traumatized to talk about it.
Yes.
I hate that tradition.
No. Oh, no. I mean, every year we go to my sister's house, and that's like a drive, but I
hope
wouldn't
your
say
sister
that I hate
doesn't
it.
listen.
No, she doesn't. She does not.
She's like, oh, more Gambit? Never mind. That's
No.
Exactly.
my family's
yeah,
at.
Basically.
Liv, your least favorite?
Yeah, so mine, it's very niche, but, we have this place in town called Santa's Wonderland, and it started out decades ago, because I'm old, as like a drive-through Christmas light thing, and it was really cute. It was, like $5, whatever. Yeah, it has evolved into this horrible, like, corporate commercialized thing, and I think it costs like $70 to get in a person.
What?
My goodness.
It's a
Yeah.
theme park now?
It's basically a Christmas theme park.
Jeez.
Um,
No.
it's kind of like the Santa Claus 3, the North Pole when it gets commercialized. It's basically that to me. And my fiance, every time we have family come in from out of town, he's like, we gotta go to Santa's Wonderland. Like, his mom loves it. Every time I go, I go find where they have Longhorns. It's Texas. It's a thing. Don't worry about it. It has nothing to do with Christmas. I go find the Longhorns and I just go camp out with them, and I just hang out by the cows, which sounds really weird.
No,
know
it's
about
Texas
Longhorns.
no tracks.
It's too loud. Everything costs money, and I hate it. And he keeps insisting that we go.
Sounds terrible. What's a Longhorn?
It's awful.
Is it a drink or like a...
Oh no, it's a cow.
It
Like a
has
longhorn.
longhorns.
Yeah, a Longhorn cow, Texas
So
Longhorn.
you go hang out with the cows. Okay.
I hang out with the cows.
I
Yeah.
thought it was more like you know, like an elephant ear, and it's a pastry or something. You just literally a literal longhorn.
A bear
cow.
claw.
No, I
Yeah.
get
No,
it.
they have-
Just
yeah.
hang out
Yeah,
with
yeah.
bears.
Actual cow.
Yeah, they have like there's an actual like petting zoo. The Longhorns are not part of that. They're not nice. But they have 2 Longhorns just for the ambiance, I guess. And I'm just like, I'm gonna go hang out with you.
Are they part of the nativity for Texas? It's
Wow.
like 3
$70.
wise men and a cow.
Yeah.
And a longhorn.
I have actually seen them as part of the nativity.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
And this year,
I
this
mean-
cow will be playing Baby Jesus. That's
Yeah.
Joseph and Mary will be played by the
It's a little big for the
steers.
manger.
Yeah.
Away in
love
the
that.
stall, right?
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, jeez. Wow. That's
So
great.
my least favorite holiday tradition, like going back to the commercial Christmas thing, is mall Santas, just in any form.
You don't like
Like
any of them?
none of them.
Really?
They creep me out. They have since like childhood. Like every picture I think my mom has of me in like the mall Santa, I'm just like, who is this
Wow.
person? Why am I on his lap? Stranger danger. Like
I mean,
I
those are
like how
valid
that
questions
goes
to
out
ask
the
as a
window.
child.
Like, don't talk to strangers. Don't tell them your name. And then you're like, here, we're gonna go to the mall. You're gonna sit on this guy's lap. You're gonna tell him your name and what you want, a little bit about yourself. That's not weird at all. Okay.
Not weird at all. Although I guess he is under the most scrutiny. Like there is like everyone's watching this person in the center of the mall. There's lights on him, and you know it's just like, don't do anything weird, Santa. We're all staring at this person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like your parents
There's-
dropped you off at his house.
There's
I
There's
mean,
a
actually
whole
a
no, that was
league.
a lot weirder. That just got real weird.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There's actually like a league of Santas here. Like it's a club. It's all these big guys with white beards.
That's
I
Hell's
found this out
Angels.
20 years ago. I know, right?
Is it like
Better
Like
not say
going up to
anything.
them and telling them what you want for Christmas, and they're like, "What?" And they rev their Harleys and drive off.
Yeah.
It's been really
Back up.
confusing me for
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you
No,
mean?
but
Do they hang
seriously.
out together and like do Santa things?
So I worked at a coffee shop like 20 years ago, and one of them came in and he was like, "Yeah, it's gonna be the busy season because I'm part of the Santa Claus League," and I'm like, "What?" And he's like, yeah, there's like, 150 of us, and you have to
Is it
keep
like a
the
gang?
look. Like, I mean, it sounds like it.
Wait, is
Yeah,
it is it
sounds like
150
me.
people like countrywide or just there?
No,
or what?
in that little neighborhood.
Just in the
And
neighborhood.
like,
What?
yeah, but the thing is, this guy though, his beard was yellow because he like chain smoked, and I'm like,
Ew. I just
wherever you go, I'm gonna be
pictured,
far
Bleach.
away from that.
like someone driving down the street and turning down like the wrong street, and there's just like this gang of Santas with like chains, like you're in the
Yeah.
wrong neighborhood, motherfucker. Like
yeah, exactly.
that's the visual that I'm getting from
Oh
that.
no,
Ho
Probably.
ho ho! Like
probably.
all
Oh, jeez.
menacing, like making direct eye contact with you. Yeah, that's what I'm picturing now. That seems very Florida. That's a very
Were you in
a
Florida?
lot
Is
to
that
unpack
why?
there that we don't have time
Yeah,
for
I'm in
today.
Florida.
Okay,
Yeah.
this explains a lot. If you were like, there's 150 alligator men, I'd be like, yeah. Florida? But Santa's, that also makes, that fits.
Listen, I'm not a native, okay? I'm not a native.
He's imported.
Yes.
I don't know if that makes it
Imported.
better or worse, actually.
I don't know.
You
We're
made it- you made
cousins,
it
right? We're cousins.
Tactical choice to go to Florida. Lord. All right.
Oh,
So,
well.
what is everybody's favorite Christmas movie or show? And this could be nerdy or not. So, AJ, what is your
Jeez.
favorite like Christmas?
Christmas movie, period. I don't know if it's my favorite, but I do always find myself going back to it as the Jim Carrey Grinch. Almost more than I should. I have like a weird fascination with that and the Mike Myers Cat in the Hat. But in a way, that's like where I'm both.
There
it's
you go.
grotesque.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated by it, and I enjoy it in a way that like none of my friends do. And this goes for both movies. The Grinch, at least, people are like, oh, there's really good moments in there, but like Cat in the Hat, not so much. But yeah, I find myself going back to that movie every year for some reason. I mean, it's great. There is funny moments, but like, I don't know. I feel like I should have something like "It's a Wonderful Life" is my favorite, but it's not.
No judgment.
It's allowed. No
Yeah.
judgment at all.
I actually
not the
don't
crowd
like
to
It's a
judge
Wonderful Life.
anyone.
It's my dad's favorite Christmas movie, so we watched it every year, and I was just like, I've seen it enough. I'm over it. Mary, you want the moon, Mary? I'm taking your clothes away, and you'll be naked in a bush. There's like all these weird things that happen in that movie where I'm like, this isn't okay.
Oh
I'm
no.
48 and I'm playing a 15-year-old, and it's just like,
Right,
it's all very
basically.
strange. Yeah. What about you guys? Let's take the spotlight off me.
He's like, I'm done with that. Bonnie, what's your favorite?
I like a lot of the Christmas movies, but one that I always put on when I'm putting up my Christmas tree is Miracle on 34th Street. Not the original one. No, the redone one.
I'm out of
yeah.
here. Bye.
It's got an Attenborough in it. I'm sorry, it's got an Attenborough in it. So
I haven't seen any of the other ones, so I don't know.
So
Can't
yeah,
judge it.
no, that's the one I watched.
The newer one's actually pretty good.
I'm with Riley, original or bust.
Oh. This is the most divisive thing we've had
I
on here.
didn't think this was going to be
Listen.
such a divisive question.
Listen, I just said I hadn't seen any of the other ones, so
I think I've only seen the Jurassic Park Dr. Hammond one, so yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I was just like, whoa, Dr. Hammond's in this? So I think that's why I watched it as a kid.
Nice.
wow, that's great.
Mr. Hammond or Dr. Hammond? Is he a doctor?
Mister. He's not a
Mister?
doctor.
Oh, okay.
He's just got a lot of money.
Should-
But
Seems
look
like
at
it
that
should
quick.
be.
Doctor lives like he's not a doctor.
No,
Not
no,
a
no.
doctor.
Yeah,
Do we need to
Quick
go
to
on a
point
side
out.
run?
No. Just the other my alternate sweater. If this one didn't come in time, I was gonna jack my fiance's. He has a Jurassic Park ugly sweater. There's a lot of
Oh,
Jurassic Park
nice.
in this house.
there you go. Wow.
Gumbo's Dew Claw is called. There we go. Okay.
Yeah,
Baby.
Whoop.
and he's
Whoa.
out.
Yeah,
he's gone.
Gumbo.
Too much. He also doesn't like that version of Miracle on 34th Street.
Wow. Wow.
Riley, what's your favorite?
I would have to say the old Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the claymation one.
Oh,
I like that one.
Rewatch.
Liv?
I haven't seen that one since I was a kid. Thought about rewatching
I
that
know.
this year. I was like, I think it needs a rewatch.
Liv, how about you? What do you got?
sorry, I keep forgetting him after Riley.
It's okay. It's not like we have a script or anything.
mean. I think I'm kind of tied between Muppet Christmas Carol and National Lampoon.
Oh.
I regret not
You're
saying
bigger
Muppet
there, Nash.
Christmas Carol. That's the answer.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That is,
Muppet.
yeah.
That is the correct
that's it.
answer.
I take back Grinch.
Like that's Muppet Christmas Carol is what I kicked off this year with, but National Lampoon's kind of a favorite in our family. There's a lot of watching it and going, that's you! So that's kind of a running
Wow.
thing.
Oh, no.
So my favorite Christmas movie, this is going to be like an obscure reference. I don't know. I don't think it got out of like California. There was a claymation holiday special when I want to say like maybe 6, and they had like the California raisins were on there. And when I was really
Yes.
Oh my
For
god, I
some
remember
reason,
that.
Yes, girl.
I was obsessed with
Yes.
the California raisins.
Yeah.
Autism, I don't fucking know.
Heard it through the grapevine. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
We watched
I know.
that one year, and I thought that it was like they're gonna play it every year, like they do Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and then they like didn't. It was just like a one-off, and like the high that I was chasing every year as a child, trying to
Aw.
like track down that Christmas
Aw.
special, and then it's like finally ended up on YouTube. Well after I was an adult, I was like, there it is! It's finally back. But I was obsessed with that. I think we finally got
Nice.
like someone like recorded on VHS. So we had like that, so we could play that, but. I missed.
Meg needs her fix.
Why aren't you on TV? I do, the California raisins.
Yeah.
Oh,
And they had
God.
like the wassailing Christmas Carol. That was like my favorite one. I would just be like, I want to sing the wassail song. And my mom's like, it's not on TV anymore. I can't help you. I'm
Aw.
sorry. Like, it was just the one.
It's hard to try to tell people that are younger. It's like, yeah, there was a time where if something disappeared, it disappeared, and you just
Yeah.
could not get it. Period. Like
It was gone forever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's like you can't explain this, like, that there was no way to obtain it unless you went to like a shop that had bootlegs or something, and even that, like that's how I got like the Star Wars Holiday Special. I was like in college
Nice.
I went to Midtown Comics and they had a section of bootleg DVDs, and I was like, oh my god, the Star Wars Holiday Special, and then I watched it like 6 times, and every time I watched it, I died a little more. It was It's not fun if you've seen it. It's really
not good.
It's
No.
not. It's one of those things where you're like, I'm so excited to see this, and then after 20 minutes of just Wookiee talking, you're like, oh no, what have I done?
Wow.
So fun
That's
little
right.
bootleg tangent. That's actually how I was able to kind of rewatch the original X-Men animated series, like middle school age, because
Right,
it wasn't
yeah.
on TV anymore, and they didn't have a box set yet. So I found this bootleg set on freaking eBay, and yeah.
Amazing. You got to do what
Listen,
you
you
got
gotta
to
do
do.
what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Yeah, FBI's gonna knock on your door
Exactly.
right now, like, give us those tapes. You're not supposed to have them.
Yeah.
You didn't have the Pizza Hut VHS? I had a Pizza Hut VHS.
Mm-mm.
Oh, see, we didn't have them.
She was too young for that. Remember?
Somebody at, was it LA Comic Con, actually had the Pizza Hut tapes. They had all 3 of them, and I like bought them again. I don't have a VCR, but I have them again. So I think I actually like wore out the one that I had when I was a kid. It just like physically
Yeah.
stopped working because I was just like, watch it, because it was just, that was all we had. Like, we had like the one-off like Pizza Hut VHS, and then nothing
Night
else.
of the
Children,
it's this, right?
Night
The
of-
Night of the Sentinels.
yeah, that is
yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
My phone
Nice.
case. Yeah.
pulls out the reference.
I had that
like,
t-shirt.
Which
damn.
I printed myself.
Nice.
Apparently, you can basically upload whatever you want to Redbubble, but you only have like an hour before they realize you've uploaded something illegal. So I just basically
you gotta order
printed
it
and
quick.
bought
Yeah.
one for myself. And they're like, we're taking this down. I was like, but you sent it to me, so I got what I needed.
That's-
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah,
Nice.
Meg knows that one.
That's exactly how Liv and I got our Magneto Daddy Issues shirts. Is we like uploaded them, ordered the shirts, and then they're like, "Dakma takedown," and I'm like, "Too late, bitches! I already got the shirt."
Yeah.
That's
Nice.
Yeah. It's the way to do that.
Yeah, you just have to be. You gotta time it just right. All right. The other Christmas movie that I watched now as an adult, just basically to hate on Alan Rickman, is the Love Actually.
Don't say, oh, I knew you were
Yeah.
going to say
I
that.
know I have
Well,
to watch
you
it every
you
year.
were going
Yeah,
Die
yeah,
Hard,
yeah.
were you? Thinking.
No,
Yeah.
my dad
Right.
used to watch Die Hard. That was his Christmas movie. But no, I watch Love Actually just so I can hate Alan Rickman. That's basically what it's good for. I watch
Tough-
it every year, and then I'm just like,
Tough movie.
you son of a bitch.
I can't. It makes me irrationally angry. Like everybody in that movie makes me irrationally angry.
I just use the Christmas rage that comes from that movie to fuel my rapping. That's where that comes from.
Wow.
So
Gumbo's
moving
back.
on to today's Gumbo. Why are you attacking people? It's the holidays. Be nice. Did he knock your headphones out? Oh,
He's a baby, okay?
he is a baby. So moving on to our main topic for today's episode, we're going to go over Gambit in TV and media for Christmas specials. There's only one, so
Yeah, like you made it a plural, but there's just
I
the
made
one.
it a plural. I mean, X-Men 97
As of
might
right
have one.
now.
You never know. Deathbed
knows?
Holiday Special. Hello.
Take a holiday
Yeah.
miracle.
You know, I'm here for it. it's part of the theme with like Christmas, is it not? Like with the whole
That's
there you
Easter.
go.
Yeah.
The Christmas or the Easter Gambit special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easter Gambit special for Resurrection. We tortured ourselves, I think, mostly by making everybody rewatch the Have Yourself a Morlock Little Christmas, which is the X-Men animated series Christmas special from when most of us were children. Liv probably wasn't born yet.
I was around.
Were you?
Yes.
Ish. So, I rewatched that, I think, this morning. I watched it last year, too, but I, had to refresh on it, too. And I just, the cliff notes that I got from it, basically, was Wolverine was grumpy the entire time. The
Yes.
whole time. There was a lot of, unnecessary shade. I noticed, everyone was, shading the shit out of Storm, and then...
mean,
Storm was
did-
shading the shit out of everybody. It was just a cyclical,
Yeah.
you should have known better.
Yeah, there was weird that it was you're supposed to be the leader of the Morlocks, and she was like, yeah, but I could go live in this house while you guys live in the sewer.
Yeah.
There was kind of
Yeah.
a weird unspoken why did you leave us? And it's I have a bed. That's a tough. I'm glad.
I mean,
that
you
she
can't
was
top that.
No, yeah, that's tough because I didn't realize. I forgot that was part of her story. Is oh, she's leader of the Morlocks, so she defeated so and so or whatever. I forget what the story was, but yeah, that's a lot of
That's
work.
exactly what
That's
the
a
story
lot of-
was.
Yeah, I forget.
Yeah, but
Was
also
it-
she defeated Callisto, but then she was also I'm technically your leader, but Callisto's gonna lead you.
Yeah. Here, take
And
this
then-
bow.
Yeah, and then I guess they're getting butthurt at each other because they did exactly what the agreement was.
that was a weird little. I couldn't reconcile that. Also, I don't know. There was something very strange about her being I'm the leader, but I think it touched a nerve because I have nightmares that I used to work at TGI Fridays, and I have nightmares that I've left a table, then it's been there for 20 years waiting for me to come back with their food. And there's something about her being I'm your leader, but peace. I'm going to go away for a couple years and go hang out with the X-Men. It's oh, that's right. There's these people waiting for me. Makes me feel anxiety.
Wow.
Sure,
I
it's
do
more
appreciate,
complicated
though,
than that.
the second that Storm came back and there was this sick kid and a lot of drama, she's fuck this, I'm out. Callisto, you can have it back.
Exactly. Yeah.
This
This is
sucks.
too much work.
You
Never
can lead
mind.
I
them.
didn't sign up for this. Nope.
Yeah,
Nope.
what was the thing that I sent Meg a text and I was I don't like this character, Mariana.
Mariana.
The-
Oh,
Weird anime, looked like an ElfQuest background character. It was just you can stay with us and be my friend. I did not care for that. That upset
Oh,
me.
is that the one Jubilee was holding most of the time?
Yes.
Is that what it
yes.
was? Yeah,
Yeah.
and they just didn't
Oh,
look like
yeah.
they fit in with the rest
Yeah,
of the
yeah, yeah.
mutants. They were drawn by a different company.
Wow,
It
even
was,
she didn't fit in. Dang. Whoa.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's listen, you're too
Whoa.
freaky for us Morlocks. We're gonna
You gotta
start
go
a whole
lower
side
underground.
show.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
Jubilee was hanging out with her, because the other Morlocks were nah, that girl's creepy. She needs
Yeah,
to
that
go
was-
be over there.
Meg jump scared me with that because she was oh yeah, I forgot, or Mariana. I was I haven't seen it in a minute. I'm planning on it, but I haven't gotten to it yet. Who's Mariana? And she just sends me no description, nothing. Just sends a screenshot, and it took up the whole screen, and it's just eyes.
I said the same one to AJ after. He's her eyes are creepy, and I'm ha, jump scare.
Did not
basically.
care for that. Can we talk about the guy who was Wolverine's table? Because
Thank you. That was so
Yeah.
creepy.
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
do the Morlocks not
Yeah.
have another surface? That one guy's just so Wolverine's doing the transfusion with Leech, and then after he gets up, he's I hope this works, and walks away, and then a guy just goes and unbecomes the table that Wolverine was laying on.
Awkward.
And I was
No.
we could have done that. Was someone? I feel that's a Larry idea or something. It's just what if he becomes his table?
It's
just
I
weird.
have follow-up questions. Was the table sentient? Was he whispering in Wolverine's ear the whole time?
Oh,
No,
could you hear him
because
breathing?
Wolverine's head was
Yeah.
on his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I'm
missed
serious.
that part.
Was
Oh yeah,
I thought it
no,
was
his,
head to
his
head.
head was
I
down
thought
there. Nope.
Oh,
I watched it today.
Is it any
that I
better though?
missed.
I don't think that's any better.
Yeah, I
It's
think
not.
it's all just bad. It's all bad.
So there's a funny moment in the beginning where Jubilee goes, "Wow, I've never had a star like this," and she's holding a giant Christmas tree star, and I was why would you? Why would you own one of those? I didn't. Who had a star like that as a kid, where it was like a 4-foot
No.
gold star, and it wasn't yours. It's not like I keep it on my shelf the rest of the year. There was just something about that moment that I thought was
Right.
really funny, where she's like, I never had one of these before, and it's like, okay, no one really has.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think anybody does.
There's some very
As far
funny
as
moments in
as
this
you.
episode. Yeah.
Yeah, some
And
of
then,
the
of course,
choices
the
of
Jean-
like,
Sorry, go ahead.
oh, I was just gonna say, some of like Jubilee's reactions to like, oh, it's my first Christmas with like a big family. It's like some of them don't make any sort of sense. Some of them are like, oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. But yeah, the star and the her choice of presents. Because I was very confused at the end where she's like, half these gifts are
The
food.
food.
Yeah.
Food that is also appropriate for a Christmas dinner that you got from the mall. What where did she shop?
And wrapped it.
And
wrapped it.
wrapped. Yeah.
No, I think it's funny, like, right before they went down to the Morlock tunnels, where Jubilee, like, drops the presents and Storm's like, fuck it, leave them. And she's just like, no. Like, what?
Yeah, she's like
don't-
stacking them up.
They are
Yeah.
not going to be there when you come back for them, Storm. Like, it's Christmas Eve, wrapped stuff. Like, I can't even leave a shit on my porch. Like,
Yeah.
you're going to leave wrapped Christmas presents out in, like, a public area?
Yeah, you guys were talking about Jubilee's weird food, which I thought was funny too, where she's like, thank God you got food for Christmas, but it turned out to be a plane. Like, it was like a plane and a couple other things that were not food at all. I don't, that's
Random,
the one
yeah.
thing I saw on
After
Half
Wrap.
these are food,
thoughts.
not those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't eat that.
Not
Oh.
that
You
half,
just-
the other half.
The gist that I got on is, like, I watched this and then I'm like, oh, Leech. Like, that's...
Leech
Go
will
through
eat
all
this, I
trouble of
guess.
saving him.
Yeah,
Feed him a model airplane and then probably kill him in
Yeah.
the next
it's much better
iteration
than
of
other
X-Men.
things.
Leech just exists to be in mortal peril. That's his job.
Yeah,
Poor little guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's just a little guy. I do have to say, like, my favorite part of this episode is just, like, the ongoing, they keep coming back to it, battle in the kitchen between Jean and Gambit.
yeah.
Like, first of all, they must have had, like, a prior contention, because the way that Jean, like, overreacts immediately, like, the second Gambit does anything, like, this is not the first time this argument has happened. It's just holiday themed, I feel. Because she's just like, normal Christmas food, Gambit. I'm like, Jesus Christ, like, does Jean need some Xanax? Like, what?
I do
I mean,
wonder.
probably.
I could totally
also-
see Jean making bland food, though. I could see Gambit being like, this food's terrible and I'm
Absolutely,
not
yeah.
eating this.
Oh, yeah.
She's got a lot on her plate, so I could imagine her being like, I don't know, it's broth, man, just eat it. Versus this is Gambit's passion, so...
Her seasonings are like salt, pepper, and mayonnaise. That's it.
To be fair, she is married to Cyclops. Like, she's used to, like, a
Fair
certain
point.
level of
Blend.
boring.
Yeah,
Fair
the
point.
equivalent of
This
unbuttered
is
toast.
perfectly mild.
Yeah.
Yeah. My favorite temperature.
Boiled
mild.
chicken again.
Yeah. Sorry, Cyclops,
Oh,
but
no.
it's true. Boiled cabbage
Sorry.
Don't be
and
sorry to
chicken
Cyclops.
again
No.
without seasoning.
Ugh.
That would be... I'm sure that's what Ray eats.
Oh god, it's just boiled chicken.
Just boiled chicken, boiled eggs. Yeah. My favorite. Everything's boiled. That would be terrible. So it keeps Cyclops so just...
I'd have a little seasoning in my jacket and oh, she's cooking again? Okay. I'll fix that.
The other thing I noticed is, like, I don't know, like, Hank was supposed to be making, like, a drink in his little office. He's either making cranberry sauce or some kind of Christmas beverage, which he specifies for some reason is not alcoholic. I
Yes,
know
it's a
why
good
he
show.
specifies it.
Sure
Because
it
it
is.
looks like that motherfucker has a distillery going in his lap. Like,
that
legitimately, like, I'm like
moonshine
looking at
going.
this, and he's like, he's
It's a
making
non-alcoholic
moonshine.
distillery.
It's a non-alcoholic that clearly, like, sir, what are you doing in there on the side? Like, are you just, it's just for Christmas it's
Suspicious.
non-alcoholic because there's children? Are you secretly selling stuff? Like, what is really happening in that? And then, like, later on in the episode, it explodes and, like, blows up everywhere and he's covered in cranberry sauce. I'm like, normal kitchen experiments like that don't explode, sir. But you know what does explode? Distilleries with some frequency. At least when they're bootleg ones.
It's exploding juice.
That was my only takeaway from that is Dr. Hank McCoy is clearly making alcohol in his part-time there with nobody being aware of it.
You know, I don't blame him. With all the shit he has to put up with at that school, I don't blame him.
It's
Just
just
let him
like-
be.
Yeah.
School
Yeah.
blows up for the 15th time. He's just sighing in his office and drinking his moonshine. It's fine. Okay, so
All right,
after the weird distillery somewhat explosion, we go back to the kitchen a couple more times with the back and forth between Jean Grey and Gambit. And I think the better part of this, as Vani pointed out in our document here, is that
It's a large piece of
the
broccoli.
that's
a
the
large
biggest
piece of broccoli.
branch of broccoli
Huge.
I think that I've ever seen. It's gigantic. Like, who, first of all, buys... Because it's like a part of it. Like, what was the
It's a
bigger
baby
size
tree.
of the broccoli there? It's like basically a plant. It's the whole plant.
He went to the
And then
farmer's
she,
market.
like, weaponizes it.
It's such a weird thing to cut between this, like, Morlock dying and then them in the kitchen just hating each other. And I didn't have access to my Disney Plus, so I had to watch it in a way that the video was sped up. I don't know if you noticed the link you sent me.
That's
Oh,
all I
yeah.
had, man.
I shouldn't be watching things illegally, but my PlayStation imploded, and that's how I watch Disney
No.
Plus. And so
Oh,
it's
no.
out getting repaired. All my tech has been failing. And so I watched it like 2 times speed or whatever. So it was funny to hear Jean and Gambit argue, but with the tone turned up. So they sounded a little bit like chipmunks.
A little bit.
So that was fun. That made it slightly more comedic.
Yeah, because I watched the same version you did just because I was too lazy to log into my Disney Plus. That's
My
how my
God.
life is going today. And it's a little bit faster, but it's just like, it makes Leech sound like even funnier because he's already kind of pitched up really high. And he's like pitched up and like, I'm dying, but he's like talking super fast. It also made Mariana like that much more creepy.
Oh,
It's
no.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could be my friend forever, Jubilee. Like, that's the vibes that I was
Listen, kid,
getting.
I gotta
from her.
go. Yeah. No, totally.
Yeah.
She was
Yeah.
freaky.
For real.
Don't like that.
The other thing, I don't know how much you were paying attention, but there's one point where like Mariana's sitting in Jubilee's lap, and then Mariana like reaches up and like touches Jubilee's face, like oh.
Yes.
Mhm.
And all I could
Yeah.
think about
No.
was, I don't know if you guys ever seen like Scary Movie with the guy with
tiny
the
strong
little
hand.
hands.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. With the
It
little
was
Strong
just like,
hand.
that's what I was picturing, just like little hand, like Jubilee.
There was a lot of
And
face
there was
touching in this episode.
There was a lot
Yeah.
of face touching because like Storm does
Yeah.
that to Wolverine. Later, she just walks up and she's like, "Oh,
Well,
you did a
No,
good
we all
job.
know
Here,
why.
let me touch your face." I'm
Mm-mm.
like,
Yeah.
this is a kid show.
Don't like that.
You don't like the Storm Vereen? Or you
No,
just
not
don't like
that.
the
I don't like
face
the face touching. Mm-mm.
Are they together in this episode? Is that the implication? I didn't catch that.
No,
Oh, okay. I was like, I didn't catch that at all.
Not in this episode.
No.
not in
It's
this
just-
one. There's just that one like alternate future, which I think they gave her the mohawk in that one.
They did, I think. Yeah, because it's the bad future, you know. So Wolverine's happy. That's that's
Wow.
how it works out.
Jeez.
Oh, does anybody have anything else they want to add about the animated episode? I know we're having some technical issues during that.
No.
Yeah, sorry.
No, just
Main-
that there
main
wasn't many
takeaway that,
Christmas outfits. It was all like bright colours and random colours in them outfits. Other than Scott, he was beige, but everyone else
Yeah,
had
of
random
course.
colour
Classic
combos.
Scott.
Oh, and apparently
You
he
know,
can't
actually-
sing.
Jesus Christ, yeah, that was bad.
That's terrible.
That was, yeah. I forgot about the clothing until you mentioned that, and I just want to say, like, what was, like, Storm was wearing, like, a bright orange and, like, green, like,
Neon
tiger
animal print
Yeah, it
dress.
was like, yeah.
jumpsuit.
Oh, yeah.
And I want to say, like, there was
I
some
love that.
cartoon that I watched when I was younger that had, like, an orange and green, like, tiger. I don't remember. Was it He-Man?
It looked
Maybe.
like
I don't
Gem
remember.
or like something. It reminded me of something from the 80s. I thought that too. I mean,
It looked like
not
she's
Thundercats, but something
skinned
like
one
that.
of the tigers and
Thundercat.
was wearing it.
Yeah. When I saw that outfit, I was like, I'm surprised I haven't really seen people cosplay this outfit because this is an insane. She's also just wearing it at the end, right? When they're like eating dinner. She's just
Yeah.
like, yep.
Yeah.
I just
your
put this
fancy
little
girl
thing on. Yeah, it's very strange. It was the 90s.
Yeah.
I do
Patterns
have to
had
say,
no
I
rules.
appreciate Gambit's outfit swag in there. I have cosplayed that particular version of Gambit
I've
because
seen
it's
it.
hilarious and obscure.
Yeah. In Port
And
Chef's
the
kiss.
people
Where
that
were
get
we?
it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get it?
Yeah,
Those
totally.
are
but the
true
people
fans.
that don't were like, what? Like, it's obscure. But I do have my favorite quote ever that Gambit has ever said. It comes from that episode is that Gambit does not make TV dinners. And I say that in my house far too frequently, and my husband's just like, okay, we get it. Like, he's a very
It's
patient
not
man.
totally accurate to what's happening. I guess he's just saying he doesn't like reheated food, which is
Yeah.
sure.
He went very bougie for that Christmas dinner. Like, I don't even know what
Yeah.
half the stuff is that he was like listing off that he made. It's very... Simmer, bring it down a notch. Bring it down a notch, sir. Jubilee's buying
shit.
boxed food. You can slum it and not have to make
Yeah.
the dough gosh or whatever you made.
Like,
I
how
don't
did
know
he
how to pronounce
sneak that in there? Was there a truce off screen that we didn't catch? Because last it was he was getting broccoli chucked at his head.
True. He also
Yeah,
got a
you
pot of
sneakily
water
make
dumped on him, which
Yeah, boiling
I
water.
had to
which at the-
rewatch
Yeah.
that because I was like, was that burner on?
On
I
the
don't think the
stove.
burner was on. I think it was just like cold water sitting on the stove because otherwise that would have been very painful.
That would have been very
Presumably he would have
bad.
reacted more.
A Christmas skin graft.
And he
Everyone
sneezed
loves
after.
one of those. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's like all he tried to do was add seasoning, and Jean tried to kill him like twice. So
salt. That's what she said.
Blame
How
it on the
dare you.
Phoenix.
Scott's got high blood
Yeah.
pressure, so they can't add salt to the Christmas dinner.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Jeez. Oh no.
poor Scott. Just kidding. No, poor Scott. That guy's annoying. All right, moving on. We have a couple of Gambit comics to go over just so you guys are aware of, and we're going to clip notes these. You don't have to, like, we're not doing a, oh my god, play-by-play of everything. It's just the highlights, so you guys can choose to read these if you want. We've all looked over the issues, so if you guys have anything to add as we're going along, just go ahead and interject it. The first Christmas appearance was an Uncanny X-Men number 341, which came out in 1997, which will not live up because the print date is February 1st, but it actually came out 2 months prior to that. Every time we see a comic date, this one Liv loses her mind a little bit because of the 2-month gap. She's like, it's just this and it's not what it means. So
Why
we just like
would
to...
the publication date be different? It's dumb. It's dumb.
Because tradition. We've gone over this. So basically the summary from Marvel is that they have a Christmas moment and then Joseph has a special gift for Rogue. Fuck that guy. That's my only... He's Magneto Light.
Joseph-
I don't like him.
Yeah, what was that? Was he not Magneto? I was so confused. He
He's
was like
not.
buff
He's a
Magneto.
clone.
He's a clone?
Clone.
Is that-
He's
yeah,
a
it's
clone.
like
Younger version.
de-aged clone.
Yeah, but nobody knew that. So, like, everybody was like, oh, this new guy is Joseph. And then Gambit was like, that's Magneto. And they're like, no, it's this new guy, Joseph. And we're like, he's like, no. Like, he saw...
Gambit's never wrong.
yeah,
he's
he's
never
like,
wrong.
nope,
That's
that's that
definitely
guy. Don't
Magneto.
like him.
That's
Yeah,
like Chicken
and
Boo
basically,
from
like, the
Animaniacs.
whole... Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, do you guys remember that? Where it's like, that's a giant chicken.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, it's not. It's Santa
Yeah.
Claus. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I
what
kiss
Joseph
chicken
is.
lips. Yeah, I love
yeah,
that.
exactly.
I love that.
We're throwing it way back right now. Jesus. But yeah, he basically was, like, there, and then he was kind of Magneto Light. I think they were just trying to give Rogue something to play off that was a little less creepy than the older man. And then he ended up suffering some, like, horrible fate later on and fuck off.
I mean, do we care?
No.
No, not really. It was a weird arc. He was a weird character, and then he disappeared. I do, however, use a lot of panels from those particular comics for memes because at one point Gambit punches him in the face, and it's just really good because he
Nice.
was
Also,
he was
did
creeping
he
outside
install-
Rogue's room.
Oh, was he? Okay.
Yeah,
did he
Joseph
install
sucks.
something in the Twin Towers? What was that about? Where he's like, drop us off at the Twin Towers, and then they're up
Yeah.
in the, and he had installed like a machine so that Rogue can
filter.
touch him.
Yeah, a big
it's
filter.
that filter. Yeah, that was
Yes.
weird. I've put this
Yeah.
HEPA filter on the World Trade Center so that I can give you a little kiss on the head. That was
Yeah.
odd. Yeah.
Yeah, that whole thing was just
The whole
there's
thing
a lot
was
of
weird.
everything there.
I just didn't
Yeah.
appreciate the carriage ride. I really didn't appreciate the carriage ride. That's a
Yes.
Gambit
bad
and
for the
Rogue
horse.
thing.
That's
I'm
because-
sorry.
Yeah, the horse was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that poor horse. But yeah,
So
dude
for-
can't
for-
get an original first date idea.
For context, for those of you that have not read the comics, and we'll put the issues in the notes so some of you guys can look, is Joseph, aka Magneto Light, basically tells Rogue he has a present for her. They go in a carriage, horse-drawn carriage, but then he like floats the carriage with the horse to the top of the World Trade Center, and the horse is just like dangling there. To me,
Rude. Animal
it's just-
abuse.
how does it get back to the ground if Joseph is not in there? Like, does he just drop it? Like, I have I have follow-up.
Probably.
Elevator?
Does a horse fall from the sky and kill
elevator
somebody
down.
on like Fifth Avenue?
Yeah.
Like, is that? It's so weird. But he's also clearly stealing that idea because Gambit and Rogue's like first date was a horse-drawn carriage. So there's a lot of that. There's also some angst, which is what we're known for Gambit and Rogue around Christmas time. Is a lot of angst. And then the gladiator shows up. The Shi'ar shows up. Basically, and then shortly thereafter, this arc leads to Antarctica, which we all know it ends very poorly for Gambit. So,
What a great time.
this
What a
was
great
a happy little kind of Christmas moment, some jealousy, and then immediate terrible follow-up. So,
It's a bad
that's that
Christmas.
issue. It's
Yeah.
a bad Christmas. It ends not well. Poor little Gambit. The next time we see a Christmas special is Uncanny X-Men number 365, which came out in 1999. This issue starts with the very cliche "'twas the night before Christmas" kind of setup. It's Christmas Eve yet again. It seems to be all of these are kind of like a Christmas Eve animated series. The last issue and then this one. Colossus is having visions of a ghost that he thinks is his sister, which is weird. Again, it's it's the 90s in X-Men. Most of it's going to be weird.
Yeah,
It
that's
takes
true.
place right after Gambit's return from Antarctica, so look, hey, it's okay, we like him
We
again.
bookended it.
Yeah, so it was a shitty year of Gambit's life, is basically the gist that I'm getting between Christmas to Christmas. So Logan's having a little get-together in his cabin, and he has a Gambit and then Puck, which I always forget about Puck till he appears things. There's a bunch of allusions to Mary Purcell, which is that little, like, green
Glowy lady.
possessed whatever the hell that was going on during that time period. And then basically there's not a whole lot of interaction between him and most people. He's just kind of there at the beginning and then he wanders off and then he shows up at the end and he's like next to Rogue by the Christmas tree, and that's basically it.
Yeah.
Like they keep putting them together but not. It's it's angst. And then X-Men number 109 and 2001 is our next Christmas issue. This is just straight up angst. That's basically that's
It's
all it
so
is.
much angst. Jesus Christ.
So much angst. They're leading up to Extreme X-Men, which is a phenomenal run that we'll get into later on in the
And so
in the
much
show.
more angst.
It's so much more, but there's a payoff in that one at least. There's a lot of really heavy plot points. Gambit kind of shows up with Rogue after doing some Christmas shopping. She's got her powers out of control. There's like a tension between the two of them because again her powers are out of control and she's doing the "you can't touch me, I'm gonna kill you," and he's just like, "I'll die then, it's fine." He just is. That's like most of Gambit's like representation. It's like, "No, don't touch me, you'll die," and he's like, "I'm fine with that." Just
Is this the one where she like
If that's-
gets Cyclops powers out of nowhere?
yes.
And has headaches?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Because I read these all right in a row. They all bleed into like, okay, Christmas, Gambit's kind of in the background, and then and then it's over. The only one that stood out to me was the Spider-Man one, where I was like, oh, that was a nice one.
Isn't it cute?
yeah.
Everything
that was a
else was
cute
a
one.
little more, it was angsty. But anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to cut us
Most
off.
of it was.
Yeah.
No.
No.
That's what you're here for.
Yeah.
Yes,
For
interject.
interjecting stuff. So as AJ just mentioned, this is the issue where she inadvertently gets Cyclops powers, and then she kind of like comes across a manger scene that was mutant themed that they had vandalized, and there's like some kids trying to fix it, and then her powers go out of control, and she just like scares the ever-loving shit out of these poor kids. So
Very
they're like, "Oh
old-looking
God, ran
kids
away."
too. They were like, "Oh
Yeah.
no!" And I was like, "Those are guys in like their mid-30s, yeah, running
Huh.
away."
Grown men.
Have you ever seen? This is gonna go a tangent off for a second. There's an issue, like I want to say it was like from the '80s, where Scarlet Witch was like bathing her kids in a bathtub, and
No.
like whoever drew that was clearly like, "You've seen a child before," and they're like, "Yeah,
Yes.
of course I've seen a child." It's like a 45-year-old man in the bathtub, like two little 45-year-old men. Like it's just uncomfortably how adult they look, and she's like, "Oh, look at me wash my children in the bathtub." You're like, "That's an adult."
It's very, very weird, yeah.
Yeah, but I digress.
seen this.
Just make sure if you're
Yeah.
drawing kids, they look like
Yeah.
kids. Otherwise, it
Don't
makes
shrink
it...
down like people,
Tiny adults.
like grown.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
people.
children are just tiny
They're
adults,
not
right?
shaped the same. Oof.
At the end of this issue, Rogue is kind of being shitty to Gambit, as was happening in the 90s and early 2000s, and then he gives her a Christmas present, and she basically says something to the equivalent of, like, "After how I treated you, you give me something so wonderful," and she's, like, sobbing over it, but we never see what it is.
No.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, I was like, what was it? I remember the next issue.
We
where
never
It's never
resolution.
revealed.
It's never brought up.
just a picture of.
I
Gambit.
like to joke that it's the mole that Belladonna talks about on his. We don't know where it is, but
Redacted.
Dot, dot, dot.
It's redacted.
yes, redacted. So it's the mole.
Gambit had this
Bonnie,
removed
Bonnie,
and just
what-
yeah, gross.
What do you think's What do you think's in the
Gross.
box, Bonnie?
Ugh. A pineapple.
She's just lifting the pineapple. We're
It's just a
not even
pineapple.
getting inappropriate. We're behaving.
No, that was just gross.
Inappropriate pineapple. Is that what that?
Yeah. So pineapple is our safe word. I should have probably prefaced that before having you on the show.
Okay.
If we start getting out of line, usually Vonnie warns us with the pineapple. Sometimes it gets to a verbal pineapple. Usually me or Liv are getting it. That's how that works. That's
Yeah.
what she said. Sorry. See, this is what
Wow.
the pineapple is
Wow.
for.
Yeah. See, example.
Example, yeah.
now I
Vonnie,
know.
what do you think is in the Christmas box, Vonnie?
I don't know.
Anybody?
Don't know.
Other than the mole from a protected part of Gambit's body or a picture
We have to
of
do
Gambit.
better than the mole, guys.
We have to do better.
I got nothing. I can't
You got
imagine
nothing?
what would be. She's like, this is so thoughtful. It's like that's why they didn't put anything in there, is because the artist and writer couldn't think of anything. I
It's a bunch of dudes. They're like, I don't know.
don't
Yeah.
know, but she likes it.
That's how it works. So if you guys as listeners have any thoughts as to what you think is in the box, it's clearly... See, I was going to make a dig in a box joke, but it's not there. So the positioning is wrong for it to be that.
There's a pineapple.
Yeah, there's a pineapple. Go ahead and
Yep.
drop it in the comments for the episode. What do you think was in the Christmas box? The next issue that we see for Christmas time is X-Men 165 that came out in 2005. This is the first non-plot driven and non-angsty Christmas issue that they have, basically. It's a bunch of little subplots that are stitched together.
This is
Sorry,
the
you
one
have it.
where he's blind.
Yes.
Yeah, I was confused
Yeah,
by that.
but-
And then they all wind up
Yeah.
with Cyclops' glasses from the movie in the end, which I thought was weird. They all had like the
Yeah.
Oakleys, and I was like, what is happening here? Yeah, it was.
That
It's
was
called
that was
a
the
tie-in
look
for
for
merchandising.
yeah,
Okay.
that was the whole vibe for Extreme X-Men. That also weirds me out.
Weird.
It was the look,
You know-
apparently, but yeah.
It was a look at the time, okay? This is the issue that she said that Gambit gets his vision restored by Sage, which again was the weirdest. And we're going to get into this when we start going down the comic arcs, but it was just like blind for like, what, 2.5 issues maybe?
No,
And
he
they were,
was
like,
blind for a while.
They were setting it up to be like this long-term problem, and then like the writer changed, and then all of a sudden Sage is like, oh, this whole time I could fix you, and here, you're fixed. And then it
What
just...
did she
the
just like kissed
plot
him in the
disappeared.
forest? Is that all that happened? She was just like,
yeah, well, she did something.
She jump-started his healing abilities, basically.
She jump started.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was, but she
Where's
like
that
lured
part?
into the woods, like thinking
Yeah.
Rogue was. It was like a weird. There was a whole lot going on with that. But basically, Sage, why didn't you do that like 6 issues ago? Like, why did you have to wait till
Rude.
Christmas?
Yeah.
And then, like, basically, he comes back into like Christmas, and everyone's like, "Oh, hey, you're fixed." And then they never mentioned it again. Like, it's never a
It
plot
is
point
the
that's
most-
brought back up.
All right, that was cool. Moving on.
Yeah.
It's
yeah. Well, they had a
It's very
sunglasses
hand-wavy.
party for some reason.
Yeah.
Then they all wore
Right.
sunglasses, and I didn't understand why or how. Or did I imagine that? Like suddenly they're all sitting around the table wearing the Oakleys from the 2001 film, and I was like, why is this
it's
where?
extreme.
Yeah.
Extreme, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Very extreme.
But they do put him in charge of cooking for Christmas, so that's
Yay.
clearly they've learned from the
Hooray.
animated series, as he should be.
I have a side note on that because whenever we had my very passionate rant about this dumb arc, whatever episode that was, that I was like, "Who's Josh?" Figured it out. I figured out who Josh is. So it is Elixir, and his power is healing. I finally was able to Google that because I could not figure it out in time for that other episode.
I thought you were going to say it was like Mindy's boyfriend.
No, we all thought it was Mindy's boyfriend, but
Oh,
no, it was apparently
actual
Josh
some other
Foley.
random dude.
So just I needed to redeem myself before the hardcore comic nerds come at me with like, oh, you don't know who this guy is. Blah, 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 blah.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
It
Figured it
still
out.
sucks though.
Don't come
That's
for me.
would.
just. If you haven't read any of the Gambit going blind / not being blind arc, Mindy is not very helpful in that. You will learn to hate her like the rest of us did. AJ.
She sucks.
She's not a very good character. character.
No.
The next time we have a Christmas special is the Merry X-Men Holiday Special in 2018, so there is almost a 20-year jump. It was an Advent calendar style anthology. It's just a bunch of different kind of like little one-shots. Gambit is in 4 of those. The first one, he's hustling around Times Square and gets word that a mutant-hating billionaire bought up all the Wolverine action figures and is keeping them locked up in a basement of his building to keep the kids from being able to play with mutants. So he basically steals them back and gives them to children. So good job, Gambit. That guy's an asshole, so steal from him. That works for me.
I was waiting to see more in that one where I thought it was like, okay, and I turned the page. And
it's
I'm
like
like,
a page.
oh.
It's one page.
Yeah, he just
That's
goes,
it.
I
Literally,
can
it's like...
steal it. And that was kind of it. And I was like, oh, right on. So this is that kind of issue. Yeah, everything's
Yep,
2 pages? Yeah.
Yeah, one maybe 2.
Everything was like very self-contained, which also like I get why they had to condense the details the way that they did, but like that kid just dropping all that exposition cracked me up.
Like you
No
get all
other
this
way.
backstory and then like 2 panels of Gambit stealing it. And that's like good. The next little one shot is Gambit Rogue trying to give medication to one of their cats. It does not go well.
that was
This is
funny.
Liv's favorite comic book artist that draws this particular page. The same one, I believe, that gave us the crazy
Which
eyed
page
John
you like?
Lobo.
All he can draw is googly eyes. I don't know why that's apparently his style. I hate it.
Hey, when you're good at something.
You know, stick to what you know.
Bonnie,
There it is. There it is.
Yeah,
There it is.
that is not. Everybody's eyes are like 6 inches farther apart than they need to
Yes!
be. Like that's how that works.
It's like the
That's
sloth
also-
from Ice Age.
Jeez.
Sid the
Wow.
sloth.
Sid. Wow. Wow.
That is also not the proper way to medicate a cat. As you
no,
guys could
It's not
probably
that
imagine.
hard.
it really is not that hard.
I've never had
Especially
to take
if you
my
have 2 people, and one of them has
Well, I
super
do it by
strength.
myself.
Yeah, that cat clearly got the better of them. The next story that he appears, he's in the background at Bobby's winter solstice party, holding the star that goes on the tree.
He doesn't do anything in that one.
He's just there. He's wallpaper.
He's just
and
there.
the last little story, he gives Jamie Madrox Winston Churchill's pocket watch, and then he was like, if anybody asks you if it's a fake, it's not. And then he tells
that
him to
Multiple
basically
Man?
say you've never
Is
seen
that-
the watch
Yeah.
before. Yeah.
Okay, that's why I was like, well, who? I didn't know his name was Jamie. That's funny.
I didn't know they were that close that Gambit would be giving him a Christmas
Right?
gift.
Yeah, well, I guess it was a Secret Santa thing, but like that's a big Secret Santa gift. Like,
No, he says he's like, we got to give him all 230 X-Men or whatever. He was like, you'll figure out a way to do that, which is what
Oh, yeah,
triggers
yeah,
the. Yeah, I did my homework.
you're right.
Look
You're
at
right. You're right.
you.
I
Yeah.
wrote the guide and I forgot.
Wow. Wow.
You know, you've
But
been
they
sick.
were-
You get a pass.
The
Okay,
implication,
thank
though,
you.
is that it's like Gambit has gotten something for everyone. So, but I guess almost the funnier version of that would have been if he showed up and everyone else had gotten that exact gift from Gambit, but everyone's given that gift by Multiple Man.
Yeah.
Is that how that ends? Unless I misinterpreted
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah, it was a weird one.
So lots of thieving this Christmas issue. Basically, I like it.
Yeah.
We need to get more into that. Then there's another jump. We don't see Christmas issue again until 2025. So actually, like last month, it ties in with the new Uncanny X-Men. Peter Spider-Man visits Haven House, where Remy is, quote, planning a swamp Christmas. The better part of this is Gambit is wearing an apron, and I'm not going to say what it says in French because I can't speak French very well. But I was like, oh, that's a cute apron. It's French, because like when he wears the apron in the animated series, it says like, say magnifique or something like that. Like it's in French. And then one of the girls on our Discord server is actually French, and she pointed out, what does it say? It basically
it does not say kiss the chef.
it says
That is-
something. The chef.
I think
It's
it
a
says,
different verb.
like,
a different
F the
verb.
chef.
Yeah, it's
Can't even read that.
it's basically the French equivalent of bang the chef. So they slipped that into there, and like none of us, because we don't speak French, like none of us were just like, oh, cute, it's an apron with French on it. And then she's like, that
She's
that's
holding up
just
the
something
pineapple.
really inappropriate.
Wait.
They just slipped that
That's
in right
great.
under the radar. So for those of you that speak French, kiss the chef is not what that particular holiday outfit says.
Yeah.
They do also then have gumbo for Christmas dinner, as they should. Peter brings a Jello salad.
Ugh.
I think that's. I'm really glad that my family never really got into the Jello salads. I feel like I missed that particular trend, which is surprising with how much older my grandparents were. I think that they didn't get into it, thankfully, and then it dodged us. But I know that my cousin's family, they had the Jello. Did you guys do the Jello?
No.
It's not a thing
skipped
over
the Jello
here.
salads. Yeah.
Now, my
Yeah, so
extended family
that's
did.
horrifying.
That's a Midwest thing.
It's
Yeah,
just
I will say this
thankfully
was,
not a-
Jello aside, by far my favorite of the comics. It had like a full story, and their interactions with Peter Parker was really cute, and it's funny that he kept his mask on. Like, this issue was,
With the
was
hoodie.
solid. Yeah, and Gambit had kind of enough to do, and yeah, everything about this one, I was like, oh, that was fun. Yeah, I enjoyed the Aunt May thing at the end, and the cruise was really cute.
Yeah.
Where he was just like, I miss Aunt May, but it's okay because she's on a cruise. Like, I don't know. I thought this one was very sweet.
Aw. It was a very happy, non-angsty issue,
Right.
and I'm here for it now. 'Cause like I said, we
Yeah.
suffered through the angst for so many years that now it's like, hey, they're happy and they're married and they're doing like functional things with other characters and they're interacting nicely and it's just like everyone's getting along and I'm like, yay, we've earned this, you guys.
Finally.
It took us
Yeah.
how many years to get here? Then they have a superpowered baseball game, which is better than Twilight. That's the only other.
Oh, yeah, it was very Twilight coded.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was but so much better. I do like the horrified look on Gambit's face though when he saw Peter Parker's Jello monstrosity, because that's the look
Yeah.
you should have.
That
with
is the correct reaction.
Well, they only
yeah.
peek at it, don't they? They don't actually lift it fully, I think. Out
Well,
of the
it's
box.
terrifying. They're just like, ugh. It's like when you trap a spider under something and you're like, I know it's in. Ugh. Yeah, like it's that kind of vibe.
No.
And then, actually out today, because this is going to be releasing on Christmas Eve, is the Marvel Winter Break Special. There is a Romy variant cover, which we'll get into here in a second, and the synopsis for that one is From Swimsuits to the Sauna. So basically they're taking the swimsuit special, putting it in the wintertime. The variant cover with Gambit and Rogue basically has Gambit like dressed appropriately because it's wintertime, and then Rogue wearing very little clothing. Shocker.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be equal parts action
Should have been
and
the
relaxation.
opposite, honestly, because
Right?
she should
Right.
be covered for safety, and he should be uncovered for fun.
Exactly.
Plus,
Exactly. You get it.
it is also canon that she runs colder, so she should be wearing
Yeah.
more.
Yeah,
She's
exactly.
always wrapped in a blanket, and he's always got his tits out. That's as it should be. So that finishes up our down and dirty Christmas overview of the times that Gambit has been in Christmas stuff. Hopefully we'll get more of that moving forward. Like I said, it's only been like one every couple of years, and then we've got two within the last year. So hopefully that trend continues as Gambit continues to get popular again in all of the media. Give us more. That brings us to Smasher Pass for today. So AJ, you don't have to participate in Smasher Pass if you don't want to.
I'll see what
I'll
what
leave it
this
up
is.
to you. So, Riley, what is this week's Smasher Pass?
All right. Chef Bit from the animated series Smasher Pass.
You guys got
Smash.
signs?
Smash.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Meg, did you not give him a sign?
I'm not sure
Where's-
who's going to participate. AJ,
Well,
it's
I
up to
mean-
you if you would like to say Smasher Pass.
We'll get you a sign
Well,
for
it's
next
Gambit.
time.
I'll go with Smash, of course, unless it was
Boy!
Wonderful.
Yeah,
There you
I
go.
mean, he's got his cute
There you
little chef outfit. How could you not? He's beautiful.
Exactly.
There you go.
He could
That's
spice
basically my
my
reasoning.
soup
That's it.
any day.
Yeah.
Yeah, reason.
Okay. Nice.
Is there multiples? Oh, that was it.
That was it, yeah. Well, usually there's more exposition on it.
Yeah, usually we
There's
kind of
also-
go around and we have to give our justification, which is usually where I end up getting in trouble.
Oh.
Hey, does there need to be
So-
justification? I feel like it speaks for itself in so many ways.
I feel like this
That one
particular
does.
version,
Yeah,
of
that
since
one
we
does.
communally
Yeah.
were like, yes,
Yes.
as we should
Plus,
go.
I-
Yeah, we're gonna...
You were speaking everything, AJ, and everyone's like, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
you summed it up. Yeah.
We
The
agree.
man knows. We'll put the Smasher Pass on our Instagram so you guys can vote along with us and see if you decide. Though, if any of you put pass, I'm going to kick you off. That's how that's going to work. You're going to be banned from our Instagram account.
Restricted.
There is a correct answer for this one, yeah.
Yeah.
So for this week's Charge the Card, it's going to be the variant cover for Marvel Winter Break Special, which is out today again. This is the one where Rogue is not dressed appropriately, but Gambit is. It is a variant cover. It is actually cute. Otherwise, she just looks like she's probably freezing her ass off. So go ahead and purchase that if you're looking for more variant covers. For comic spotting, Upcoming Gambit appearances, the 15th through the end of December. Out today is again the Marvel Winter Break Special. Pick it up if you haven't. Tim Steele wrote it. For actor spotting, there's nothing that's listed through the end of the month. AJ, do you have any convention appearances that are coming up here beginning of the year that you're aware of?
Not that I'm aware of. I sort of like took a break. I was like, I need to not be traveling for a little bit. So yeah, I'm doing as little as possible until the new year.
That is allowed. That is allowed. I'm starting to plug some stuff into the Gambit Spotting website for appearances later on for all of the Gambit voice actors. So when those start coming up, we'll be filtering them in. And that concludes our episode today. So thank you guys for having us. Next episode, we're going to start the Gambit Guide, which is going to be a follow-along process. We're going to start Gambit's first appearance and go through the modern era. We're going to be covering several issues per episode. It's probably going to take us quite a while to go through this. I would guess several years. But we're starting that process. So for those of you...
6.5.
Yeah, we did the math. It's a long time if we only do a couple issues at a time. But we're going to kind of go through starting at the beginning and read through his comic continuity. So AJ, if you'd like to come back for any of those episodes, you are more than welcome to. You just say the word. We'll have you in whenever you would like.
Well, thank you. Hopefully my internet will behave this time. Or next time.
You know, it rallied there at the end, so I
just had to move to a different room. I think it was just not able to get through the wall for whatever reason. So yeah, it happens.
Well, this is good. We're helping you troubleshoot for later, so you don't have technical issues for future recordings for X-Men 97. Just putting that out there. Anyway,
or other things.
Oh, I just realized what you slipped in, and I agreed to. I went, yeah. I thought you were going to say this podcast.
Maybe.
You're stuck.
We'll see.
I'm just kidding. I trapped him. Disney, don't fire him. I slipped that in there. All right, so bye, everybody. Thank you for coming, and we'll see you in the new year.
Bye.
Thank you, guys. Bye.